welcome back to another episode of Alan Wake 2. It's been a few days for me, but I'm back. Alright. It sucked too because, I'm gonna have to stop playing for a while, and I was like, this really sucks because I don't want to stop. So let's try to remember where we last were. That's right, we just made it down here. We just came from here. So we need to get across. Sorry. Initiation. What? Sorry, I keep pressing the wrong one. Oh wait, did we make a loop? We did, okay. Find inspiration at the subway station. Got it. Well, there's definitely a thing down here. Oops. Good thing I didn't do that earlier. How many more? Is there one in here? Is it above me? And then there's one in the rooms over there. Okay. The light. Head out.
The echoing hall had a story to tell.
End of the line.
This new plot beat would carry me deeper into the story.
Don't write. Which is weird because it's contrary on what I'm doing. For me to escape, I have to write.
The hall had changed into the murder cult's hideout. The cultists were close now, a dark presence rising from the depths.
Not the writer, the light shadow, to write, to lead, we will meet. Writer, the first word, not the last, in the shadow, I open, this is your time, ritual, friends will meet. Writer, not on the last, not of the last, the shadow cast, third eye, project the night, this is your time when you're gone.
Wake. Alan Wake. This story is a monster. Keep out of him. Wake is Oh, no.
Till I get another gun, pistol is what I'm going to keep upgrading. Not always the wisest, but might actually be the best idea.
Changing a plot element in a scene without being there was impossible.
Am I in danger?
Wake.
Something's here. Off my way.
Alan Wake. Wake.
Must be something missing here. Wait, I didn't see that up there.
Alan Wake. something here that made him run scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide supernatural event or the mass psychosis of stark raving lunatics, it didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
The ritual was a vital part of the story, the key to reaching the murder site. The plot element I found would drive the story forward.
Is that really a good idea?
This thread would create something terrible in the scene, but it's what the story needed.
That totally didn't sound terrifying at all.
Wake.
Just ignore me.
Wake. This isn't quite in my story. Can't stop. You can't stop the story.
Dude, oh my gosh. Oh, that teleporting makes it so much harder. Time to rewrite.
Wake. Alan, wake.
Wasn't expecting to do that.
Wake.
There he is. This time let's try to kill him this time.
Alan, wake. You can't take the word. Start. Try. The words. This is choke on these words. The story I was. You will never.
It was using darkness as a weapon.
Okay, what the frick that was? How did I dodge that? There's light up ahead and I'd rather not die.
Alan, wake. I just want to fight.
After getting hit by that one thing, that'll be nice to have. and spread the word. Sorry, but I think that's a bit too late for that.
Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs marked secret routes. I kept hearing whispers around burn barrels of an underground society of mystic outsiders with hidden knowledge. Typical New York. Alan Wake.
Oh.
I don't want to be in the story. Wake. Wake.
Go back. One. There we go. Wait. Oh, no. Wait, wrong way.
The new story beat fit the story perfectly. The dark presence. Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Here we go. frick do I do now?
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone. The tunnel was open. Shit.
Go, Rick, go.
The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
Oh? Oh, it's all
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key. Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark
all she heard was
presence.
danger.
Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Oh, there we go. Guess Wake doesn't realize that's like Nightingale.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last. With the terror of the light in the shadows cast, the third eye now open to reject the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning. The motion of the act. Like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Back all the way here again. Back to the street.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Writer, I'm right. Writing is the key. Art is the key to find my way out of the dark place. I can't forget this. Don't you fucking forget this. I'm in the dark place. I'm outside time and space. Outside reality. But this is real. A nightmare dimension. An ocean of darkness. Remember, its dark energy can make art come true. Make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things out there, plotting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no.
And that does happen because there's Mr. Scratch.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Head over here real quick. Because it seems like there's something over here, so I might as well head over. Because if there's equipment I can use, I need to get it. Not too far. Ah. Thing is, obviously we can get a shotgun, and there's no way I could have missed it. I've been really perfect on getting around things. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't think I missed it, but who knows? There's gonna be a chance. No, I wasn't expecting to be back up here. That's why I was like so needy to collect everything. It's cool that I wasn't gonna miss anything though. But this should be our analysis home?
Maybe a writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Are we gonna see Alice? Or at least a weird dark manifestation of her? Oh, this is weird. A haunting. Wait a second. So,
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
So, in Control, there was DLC with Alan Wake. I talked about it before. And there was a videotape or a paper discussion where the FBC...
Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
There was a thing where the FBC went and talked to Alice, and she was
Alice.
talking about seeing her, or seeing Wake.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this?
Pick photos for
She's stalking her.
expedition. Oh, okay, so it must have been Scratch attacking her. Okay. That was at the time when I didn't know about Scratch.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Place looks a lot more different. Because I played the game before.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Video art dock on screens. Focal point of the dark place. Has she been trying to figure out how to get here? Part 1.
Alice's memory card.
Oh, live action, Alice.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like.
This I do
I set up
remember.
a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone.
That's how she
Drowned,
sees it.
allegedly. He
Because we
showed me
remember
who
what
I think
happened
it
in
was
the
my
first
fault.
game.
Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent.
The light was flickering and that actually affected here. Weird.
It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
there's that symbol again.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Oh boy. Other side. Are we returning back to Saga?
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time it...
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
They really like doing the same time drinking coffee. It's really weird.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness. Possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Is there anything in here? Because he was like, oh, it's a safe room. Oh, she has her own shoebox. Okay. Alright, let's head back into our area. Wow, it's been a while. It's kind of weird.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Alright, let's talk to Wake. I might be able to talk to him.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Alright, let's actually fully read it.
Standing inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air. But she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Oh, oops, didn't mean to fully go out. Whoa, we have a lot of stuff here. Okay.
Saga had lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
Okay, that's kind of neat. All right, I'm gonna get that shotgun one.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult. The cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Two more left in there. Oops.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
I don't know. Oh wow, I just got tons of stuff. Okay. Fiction coming into contact. What does it say? In the form of scratch, the dark presence editing Wake's story. Also turn. Okay. Wait, oh wait.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga stories via the bucket and the janitor's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. Ah, Fred. Ah, something got in my eye for a second. Okay, so this is the point they were talking
You're a
about.
handsome dear.
So basically, I saw that there was an idea that you could switch between the two. So it seems like now that's going to be finally the case.
Hi, well.
Okay. Past favorite Deerfest and Woods. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best.
Another ad.
Yako, we're going to a cool guy's house to drink some.
Wait, no.
Hello, and
There it
welcome
is.
to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin. Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express. Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo.
That's the
Don't
first time
share
I seen
your
him
coffee with
smile.
the goats.
That's the first time.
Seriously,
He
stop
liked
eating
that
our
one.
goat's coffee. Seriously, it's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Warrior Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll have a great time.
Absolutely
Third
amazing.
time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Hey, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
Of course, sir.
Tammy didn't want me to come. I could tell not like the trip was even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. I need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about the shitty the world is. I thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist, but I don't know. It's not me. I want to write something weird, but something really out there, something authentic. But what? F this town. I don't even want to get into the what happened last night. It's weird though, sitting here in the hotel room, some pieces are starting to fall together. An idea for a new play, a space cult. Bringing down the galaxy in some misguided search for TBD. A lone man, an artist wandering the stars until his destiny puts him straight into the cult's path. All black cast, a musical, a rock opera. Well,
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled, in vain.
Uh-oh. Might need to head back over there. Another one.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Alright. That's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it like I did, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.